Awesome. We made it, guys. We're a couple minutes late because I printed it out at the house and then left it up there. Oh my God, guys. At Randy at Blue Ridge Winery, where the mission is always to add value to your life. I hope you loved today's talk. Oh my gosh. It's so much fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. So it comes from Jeff. So this past week, Jeff goes, all right, got a great topic for you. Great topic. And we're over at the sidebar there where Tina works, talking about it. And I go, oh my God, that is such a great topic. So it's called, Jeff calls it this. Yo, Mary Wade! Mary Wade popped up. What's happening, Mary Wade? Good to see you, Mary Wade. Thanks for always being there. We're so grateful. It's good to see you this a couple weeks back at the Underground, too. Oh my God, it's so much fun. If you haven't done the Underground experience, guys, grab a ticket. I think right now that it's open out in March, something like that. There's still one date available for the Couples Underground experience. I don't know what the date is, but in February, we do a couples edition. There's still a date available. Grab a ticket, guys. Ken, I see you, man. What's happening, Ken? Can't wait to see you again. The bus will be running again. Missy, what's happening? So, all right, so back to Jeff. All right, so we're over here talking, and Jeff goes, I got a great topic for you. I go, what is it? He goes, it's called positive praise. I thought, oh my God, I love the language. I love the words. I go, talk to me about it. Explain it to me. And he's talking to me. He's explaining how it works. And I go, oh my God, we're so writing on this. So this entire presentation was inspired by Jeff. He's sitting right here. Good stuff, right? So, all right. And Jeff's good at this positive praise stuff. He has a way to see what's right, correct, and good. Now, that may sound simple to say, like, oh, well, you can see, look at that. Ken goes, Jeff, I'm with you. You may think it's easy to see things that are good, right, correct. But you know what? They're all invisible. Everything that is good, right, and correct, it disappears. You know why? Because it's right. It's correct. It's good. Nothing to be seen here. It's very easy to see what's wrong. Because what's wrong is a problem. And the problems stand out, don't they? They stick out like a sore thumb. But what's good and correct, it's invisible. So this whole presentation is about seeing the invisible. Positive praise. Right, Jeff? Good this? Right? Great stuff, right? So everything that is good is invisible. And the goal is to see it. The goal is to not let it blend into the background. Positive praise is something that will always take an effort to notice. Because you're noticing what's invisible. You're noticing what's good. It's just normal. It's common. It's right there. Sylvia, what's happening? I see you. I love that. Sharon, I see you popping up, Sharon. After all, who doesn't want to be praised? We all do, right? Oh my God, it feels good. Do you think that people are more motivated by not losing what they currently have, or are they more motivated by the desire to gain for the future? What do you think? What do you think it is? What do you think? What do you think, Tony? You think people are more motivated to gain for the future than to lose what they have? You think it's gaining for the future? What do you think? What do you think, Jeff? You think the other way around. All right, so Jeff thinks that people are more motivated to not lose what they currently have than to gain for the future. Tony says, no, motivation is gain for the future. All right, so we're talking to a 20-year-old, 19-year-old here, right? So what do y'all think? You want to make a comment? What do you think? What's people more important to them? Every study shows that most people are more concerned with not losing what they currently have than they have motivation to gain for the future. It's the truth. More people are concerned about not losing what they currently got. I think it's called this law of self-preservation, right? Makes sense. So knowing this, wouldn't it make sense for us to go around and look for all the wonderful characteristics that you see in the people around you and point it out and make them aware of it, that you see this in them? And not only does it make them feel great in the moment, but you've also given them a wonderful gift. You've given them a positive identity that they are now going to want to protect. This was the gist of Jeff's entire conversation with me. He goes, man, when you point out the good in someone and you see the greatness that they're doing, you point it out. Because now they own it. You've given them a great name to live up to. I go, this is a great topic. They won't want to lose the beautiful identity that you've given to them, right? It makes sense. This is going to cause them to act and demonstrate in ways that shows that they're the proud owner of this wonderful characteristic that you've given them. And now they identify with. Good stuff, right? Jeff calls it positive praise. And I love it. It's good stuff. Now there's a good way, and I think even a better way to do this. So I've been studying, right? Enter Carol Dweck's studies. You ever hear of Carol Dweck? You know Carol Dweck? You ever hear of her? Anyone? Right? Carol Dweck? So Carol Dweck, she's a psychologist, and she studies mindset. She has a great book out there called Mindset. Makes sense. And she says that there's two types of people in the world. There's people with a fixed mindset, and there's people with a growth mindset. Her book changed my life. And all of a sudden, it made what was blurry crystal clear. I love the hearts. You with me on this, right? I love that. Ken goes, so true, right? With you, Jeff. She says, a fixed mindset are individuals that dread failure because it's going to reflect poorly on their basic abilities. While a growth mindset person, they don't mind failure so much because they realize that their performance can be improved by learning that comes through failure. You with me so far? Good stuff, right? Carmen, yes, I'm with you, Carmen, right? This slight little difference in the way you think will make or break a person's life. Your life is long, and your thinking is going to compound over time. What's little today is going to become giant tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, 20 years from now, it'll be huge. Think about it. If your target is far away and your aim is off by just a little at the beginning, by the end, you're going to miss by a mile because everything compounds over time. And this is the way our thinking works. These two mindsets, fixed versus growth, plays an important role in all aspects of all of our lives, all the time, every day, every second, all the time, even while you're sleeping. Dweck argues that the growth mindset will allow a person to live a less stressful life and a more successful life in the process. She says that in a fixed mindset, people believe that their basic abilities, in other words, their intelligence, their talents, they're all fixed traits. You're born with it, that's what you got. This is the fixed mindset. They have a certain amount of it, and that's all they're going to get. And their goal becomes to protect all the stuff that they're born with. So they want to look smart all the time. They never want to look dumb. They want to protect what they're born with. So they're not going to take risks. They're not willing to risk failure because they want to protect what they were born with. You with me on this? Mary Wade's with me. I love it, right? Talking about exhausting. This can be exhausting trying to protect that. In a growth mindset, people understand that their talents, their abilities can be developed through effort, through good teaching, through persistence, through failure and trying again and again and again, because this is the growth mindset. I can become better. They don't necessarily think that everyone was born the same. And in fact, they think everyone was born different. Not everybody can become an Einstein, but they do believe that anybody can get smarter and better if they work at it. This is the mindset of everyone in Blue Ridge. I can tell you that. Everyone in Blue Ridge has a growth mindset. They all do. They wouldn't fit here if they didn't, by the way. They all do. All right, so we got this, right? We got this, the fixed versus growth mindset, right? Okay, so back to positive praise, right? After knowing what we just learned about fixed mindsets versus a growth mindset, which one of these would be a better way to compliment someone? You are so spectacular. Versus, what you did was amazing. You always seem to be getting better. I think you can accomplish just about anything you put your mind to. Are you ready? The first compliment, you are spectacular, it can move someone to a fixed mindset. Because, well, I'm spectacular. The problem with this is that people are not going to want to protect their spectacularness. They may not risk failure. Or even worse, if they do fail, they may go, I guess I wasn't spectacular after all. The better compliment is what Jeff does. He can see the invisible. What you did was amazing. You're always getting better. I believe you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. This is so vitally important, to praise the efforts, the seeds of greatness within the individual. By doing this, you can help cultivate a growth mindset in the individual. People with a growth mindset, they're more likely to continue to work after a setback, after a failure. They're going to go, I can do it. I can do it because he says I can do it. And he's my boss and he knows everything. It's the way it works, isn't it? Praising intelligence, accomplishments, or skills can put people into a fixed mindset. You want to accomplish what they can. You want to compliment what they can accomplish. The seeds of greatness within them, that they work towards greatness, and you can never stop getting better. We say it all the time. Anything's possible. We should use it to our advantage. That's a growth mindset. To say to someone, there are seeds of greatness in you, that's a growth mindset, because a seed can continue to grow forever and create more seeds, and it never ends. To say, you are great, that could be a fixed mindset. And you'd be setting them up going, I need to protect my greatness, so I'm not going to take risks, I'm not going to fail because I'm great, and I'm not willing to risk that. Makes sense, right? This is why you always hear me say to my babies, I always say to them, I go, there are seeds of greatness in you. I see unbelievable things potential beyond potential. You have potential on top of potential. I say it all the time. You know where it comes from? It comes from Carol. Because Carol says it. She says, if parents want to give their children a gift, the best thing they can ever do for their children is to teach their children to love the challenges of life, be intrigued by mistakes, enjoy the effort, and keep on learning. Give them that gift, and they'll have a growth mindset, and anything's possible. She says, this way, children, they don't need to be a slave to other people's praise. I love y'all. Thanks for being here. Y'all make it all possible. This weekend, we're bringing the glasses back with a stem. This one over my shoulder, it's kind of like that one, but even bigger. We're giving them away with all the tastings. Join us. It's going to be a great weekend. We love y'all. See you soon, guys. Hope you had fun. I did. See you guys. I love the hearts. Bye, guys.